Well, one thing is clear. Israel must be guaranteed full safety of its citizens. Nobody in Israel will agree to go back to the pre-7th of October situation. We cannot be threatened, and you know what? Part of the issue is that we are also attacked from our north by Hezbollah, which is a huge terror organization that has taken over Lebanon under the arms of Iran. And the real empire of evil here starts in Tehran and spreads Islamic fundamentalism of the worst kind to the entire region. They have taken over Syria and Lebanon and Gaza, and now from Yemen we are attacked, and Iraq. And everybody should be very aware that there is an Iranian evil effort to undermine the entire regional situation. Let me remind your viewers, about a month and a half ago or so, 2 months ago, in the G20 summit, where Prime Minister Modi was there, President Joe Biden of the United States announced a special corridor of energy and communications and business and science from Israel all the way down to India, through Saudi Arabia and the Gulf and Jordan. An amazing, amazing vision that connects all of us together, that will connect Europe to Southeast Asia and even America all the way to Australia. That's a grand vision. That gives India a huge strength on the way. But somebody decided that they want to derail this effort of inclusion of Israel and this huge peace vision of President Biden. Imagine and think who. At the end, this empire of evil of Iran is working extra hours to undermine any inclusion of Israel in the region and any peace process. And we all nations in the world, must fight Iran for pursuing this evil approach. So I'm not dealing with a specific attack. Here I don't have specific information, but just a few weeks before the attack, all the terrorist leaders met together in Beirut. Mr. Nasrallah, Sheikh Nasrallah of Hezbollah, Salah el-Aruri, number 2 in Hamas, Mr. Nakhaleh of the Islamic Jihad, with the commander in charge from Iran, the commander of the Revolutionary Guards from Iran, who is, orchestrating this entire terror theater all over the world. They met in Beirut, and not only that, the foreign minister of Iran threatened specifically against the agreement, or even President Raisi, against the agreement, the possible agreement between Israel, United States, and Saudi Arabia, with clear threats how it will impact the situation. So you can add 1 and 1 and you get 2, because the conclusions are clear, because Iran is supporting in billions of dollars entire terror machine all over the world. Okay, so this requires a more detailed answer. First of all, we are not targeting hospitals. Hamas has placed command and control centers under the hospitals. And from there, they are shooting and killing our citizens. So we have the right to defend ourselves. So they have the right to go into everywhere they have missiles. They have missiles in living rooms. They have terror machines in all over the civilian premises. So what we do, we alert everybody in advance, according to the rules of international humanitarian law. And we send millions of leaflets and millions of phone calls we are doing. And we're sending millions of text messages. And we are telling the people in the war zone, please leave your premise so that we can go in and take all this infrastructure from your home. Some of them, in my mind, were accomplices, but some not. I agree. There are many civilians in Gaza who are innocent and not involved. But because this place was taken over, we have to remove that. In the hospitals, what we are doing is, God forbid, we are making sure that none of the patients, the doctors or the crew or the operations are even stopped. On the contrary, we brought in to the Shifa hospital a lot of equipment and food and fuel and whatever is necessary to operate the hospital. But underneath, in the cellar, in the basement, there is a war machine with missiles, with weapons, with an entire command and control. From there they sent this barbaric terrorists to go into Israel. From there they brought the hijacked and the abducted civilians from Israel into those premises. So that's what we do. We have an aim to bring our citizens back, and we have an aim to rescue the hostages, and we have one big aim to make sure the Hamas will not be able to do it again. India is a very important nation in the world, and it was my honor, my true honor, to speak at the joint session of the U.S. Congress in Washington in July, just a few weeks after Prime Minister Modi spoke. We believe that, India advocates peace. It's a very, very impressive, I would say, country. I mean, one of the greatest on earth. And India can definitely pursue the voice of reason and security for Israel and peace for the region.